Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. Some of you may have noticed I've not answered as many comments this week as I normally do. It's just been crazy busy here this week. It's been a crazy week. So yeah, I've not had the time to do that as much as I would like. So if I haven't answered your comment, I have read it. I have read all comments. I just haven't had the time to answer all of them. And I'm dog tired right now, so if I sound a bit incoherent today, that'll be why. There just aren't enough hours in the day. Anyway, what am I going to talk about today? Collecting, there's a thing. I'm actually coming to this. I was going to talk on a particular thing, and then I watched a video last night that was very relevant to it, so I shall refer to that. And that was a recent video by Atari Leaf, who has been... He explained what's been going on with him and how he has like stepped back and assessed his collection and decided he had so much stuff that he didn't need all of it. He had more than he could enjoy, and actually having so much was spoiling his enjoyment. So he's sold a lot of what he's got, and I do understand that. It can be possible to have so much stuff that it does become daunting. And you end up never enjoying a game properly because you're like 5 minutes on this and 5 minutes on this because you want to fit them all in, and in the end you don't get time to enjoy any of them. And when you've spent money on those games, I can see how you could stop and think, what the hell am I doing? And that's made me look at how I deal with collecting, and this I'm absolutely only speaking for myself, because I am a collector, but I'm also a retro gamer, and here's how I probably stop myself getting into a sticky, awkward situation where I feel I have to deal with it. And that is, I am only a collector of hardware. I collect consoles, I collect computers, I collect handhelds, but I don't consider myself a software collector. I have a lot, but most of what I've got actually came with the hardware, which is, I mean, I've spoke about this before, it's how I come to have a lot of what I've got is absolute rubbish. I didn't choose it, but that's how I come to have a lot of software, and I keep it because, well, it was kind of thrown in for free, and I'm like, well, okay, that's examples of what you can do on whatever system, so there it is. And certainly it's necessary to buy cartridges or whatever for consoles. Computers, though, it's different, and here's the thing. First off, most of the computers in the 8-bit era that we used in the UK are tape-based. Yes, you can get disk drives for them, but largely the software in the UK was all based on tape. And yeah, you can get emulators for all of these things, and I had always thought I find emulators okay for just trying a game out to see do I want that or not, but I don't actually use them for gaming itself. I like to use the real thing, and that's why I collect the hardware. But since I don't consider myself a collector of software, I kind of got to thinking, well, I don't mind using downloaded software. No one is going to be losing any money. We're talking 20, 30-year-old software. No one's selling it. No one's going to lose any money if I download it and use it. I'm sure there might be some people who say piracy is piracy, and yeah, I'm just not going to go there. But anyway, I've been aware for ages, you know, you could download this stuff for use on emulators, but I didn't want to use emulators. And recently I've become aware of these programs that will convert the files you can download for emulators into WAV files. And this is programs like Tape to WAV, Tap WAV, Tap to WAV, Win, and loads of others. What's that up? WinTZX. Yeah, that will convert like all kinds of Spectrum files and some Commodore files and ZX81 file, loads, and it will convert them all to WAVs. And you can then either play them from some kind of media player on, say, a laptop, hooked up via the headphone socket into the audio input of the computer, play the WAV, and it's like playing the tape. You know, you do load, speech marks, hit enter, press play on the media player, and away you go. And it works. Or you can do what I've been doing lately, which is burn them to CD. I've just recently been doing this. And what have we got? Spectrum games, disc 1, 2, 3, well, how many have we got? 7 discs full of Spectrum games. And then ZX81 games, a couple of discs of that. And the Mematech MTX 512, that's where some of those I bought. I mean, I've got original software for all of these systems, but not much, and it takes up space. And since I'm not a collector of software, but I am a gamer, I don't have any qualms about downloading it, burning it onto a disc like that, and using it that way. And I kind of look at it as, it doesn't matter if I then wind up with a load of software that I don't like. All it cost me was the price of a blank CD, which is pence. And you can build up a very, very nice selection of games worth playing, and it takes up minimal amount of space. This is working for me. I like it. I will always still buy original software if there's something I think I really want that. Like I bought 3D Defender, 3D Monster Maze. I'm looking up there because that's where they are. Miner 49er, and a whole lot. I mean, 3D Death Chase, Jetpack. There will always be games where I think that is so good I'm going to buy it, and I have no problem with doing that because I want to play it and I want the original. But for just make it, if I just think I need a game to make a video, I've done all the stuff that I really love, let's just try some stuff. Downloading it's great. And there are lots of gadgets that are coming out now. Flash card based things. I mean, you'll be aware of the what's that thing for the Mega Drive, the EverDrive cartridge. I think they're great. I haven't got one. They're not that easy to get in the UK. I think you'd have to order it from America if they still have stocks. I can't afford one at the moment. One of these days I'd like one. So you've got things like that. And there are similar things for the 8-bit computers. I got one very recently. And it was recommended to me by Mark, UK Retro Games. Thank you for recommending that to me, Mark. What was it? Several years worth of games there. If I do one a day, yeah, no one need worry about me running out of games to do videos of. My beeb is currently chock full of games. And these things are available for other systems. The Atari 8-bit, I saw one for the Spectrum yesterday. Commodore 64, they do them, and they work in various different ways. Some are, definitely they do them for the Amiga. They're like flash-based either hard drives or sort of simulated floppy drives. But they work. You can cram just downloaded ROMs, whatever, onto them. And I think all that kind of stuff is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I in no way support piracy of modern games that are still on the market. All these, what is it, R4 cards that you can get for your DSs, they're bad news. They're bad for the gaming industry. You need to support the gaming industry. But when it's stuff that's no longer produced, no longer supported, that you can't buy, I think it's fair game. And the companies that don't like that, I just think, so you don't want us to play your games. You're not going to sell it to us, but you don't want us to have it? No, sod that. I'll download it and have no qualms about it. Yeah, I have rambled quite a lot there. Very much train of thought waffling. Yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to say. I should do normally I would do a shout out at this moment, but having had a crazy week, I'm not at all up to date with, like I scout around and look at channels and stuff, and I haven't done any of that this week. So I don't have a shout out today. So go and look on my website where there's that page, Other Collectors, and it's got the all the links to other channels, hundreds of them. Look on there. If you want to find a channel you've never seen before, look on there. That's damn lazy of me, but I haven't had the time to do a shout out, look one up thing, blah, rhubarb, can't speak, need sleep. incoherent now. Going to shut up. Thank you for watching.